Good evening, people that live in that land, and I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to another Kobe Wiley YouTube video. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to your boy, and turn on my post notifications every day. A big shout out to XX Layla X. I think I'm saying that right. But correct me if I'm wrong. So, today's video is for Coach Jackson and Coach Brady, Coach Silk, Coach Abla, and Coach Obama. And all my other friends out there, this is for you guys too. I'm really sorry that this is how things had to turn out with me having to drop out of school. But I am always gonna miss y'all. I'm always gonna be in contact with every single one of y'all. I'm always gonna be checking up on y'all and stuff like that. So keep y'all's head up and don't stop giving up. I'll be naming every reason why every single coach was great. First we're gonna begin with Coach Jackson. Coach Jackson, I met Coach Jackson in my 6th grade year, and we became friends instantly. And that's actually how I got on the football team from Coach Jackson. So, and Coach Jackson always used to help me out when I needed him the most. And we used to be best buddies, and we always will be best buddies forever and ever and ever. And and not just in school, but like if we went on a field trip, anything, Coach Jackson would always be the one to push me around and stuff. And if he couldn't, he would tell me, and he would get one of the coaches to tell them to help me out, or whatever, other teachers. Coach Jackson, man, I'm gonna miss you. Next up, we have a Coach Silk on my list. Coach Silk, me and him bonded instantly. Maybe it was the beginning of the 6th grade school year, I think. Maybe in the mid 6th grade school year. But, yeah, me and Coach Silk became friends. Stayed friends. Always we will be friends. Coach Silk, he let me play a lot of games in PE that I did not get to play when I was in elementary school. Coach Silk put me in a lot of games. He used to play with the games with me. He would let like my friends push me around and play the games with me. Coach Silk is awesome. And then that Coach Silk did. Coach Silk always kept up to date with my YouTube channel. He always kept up with my YouTube channel. And he always always, always will be remembered as one of the second, maybe the second best coach, maybe. I have favorites, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to make nobody's feelings hurt or jealous. Next coach, Coach LeBlanc. I met her, let's see, maybe in the 6th grade. Not the first day, but in an activity. I met her, can't get friends, stay friends, always will be friends. She followed my YouTube channel. She was subscriber number 14 or I don't know. But yeah, Coach LeBlanc, she was awesome. She was the most amazing coach ever. She would always put them kids in their place. If Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Coach LeBlanc. If any kids mess with her, she'll put you in your place. So I wouldn't mess with Coach LeBlanc if I were you. And then we have Coach Brady. Did I already mention him? I think so, but I'm gonna mention him again. No, I didn't mention Coach Brady yet. So Coach Brady, met him on the first. I met him maybe the second day of school, maybe. I don't know. But we got a good connection going. I played some games together at school in PE. And Coach Brady's always got me in a lot of stuff in PE, like football, club day and stuff. A lot of stuff. Now, who we have next on the, another thing about Coach Brady. He is very, very, very talented. I won't say he's the fastest in the world, but he is fast. Let's just say that. Mr. Rice, met Mr. Rice on the first day of school. On the first day of school. He was walking to his class. He saw me in the hallway, asked if I was new. I said, yes, sir. He introduced himself. I introduced myself. Became great friends. And just like that, on the first day of school. Mr. Rice helped me on the football field. Mr. Rice helped me in school. He helped me everywhere I needed him in the school. On the field trips, everywhere I went, he helped me. Now, outside of school, yes, football games and stuff. Everything. Let's see, what coach, I can't leave Coach Obama out of this. Coach Obama is the best friend ever. Coach Obama is like one of the top coaches, and maybe one of the top third best coaches in the fourth RP that I had this year. Other than that, she was always playing games with me. She was always involved in everything. She was always involved with everything. She'd always give me high fives and stuff. And all that. Now I'll talk about some of my friends. Let's start with my classmates. Evan was a jokester. Evan was a jokester, 100%. Evan always cracked the jokes. We cracked the jokes a lot in class and in lunch PE, recess. We cracked the jokes everywhere we went. And Evan, he always liked to tease me, not in a rude way, but in a funny way. And we had me, and we had Carrie. She was also an amazing friend. She always played Jenga with us. She always played a lot with us. Now I'm gonna get to my teachers in a second. Now we have Michael. Always will be a good friend. He's always a good friend. Michael, he loved cracking jokes. Always too. He cracks jokes everywhere we go. No, we don't have PE together, but lunch, recess, in class sometimes we're always cracking jokes. And we have Christian. I will admit, I haven't gotten to know Christian that well, but I would tell you this: she's a pretty chill friend. She's fun to hang out with. We got, let's see, we got Evan, Carrie, Christian. Ronald was always a talker. He always loved to talk. If he wanted to talk to you about something, he would just start talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. That's one thing I love about him, is he loves to socialize. Now, Nevaeh is hilarious. She tells funny stories sometimes. Now, I never really seen her tell a story, but no, this was the first time I heard her tell a good story. Well, not story, but you know what I mean. And she always used to make all of us laugh. She always makes us laugh and always finds a way to joke around with us. And now let's get to some of the PE friends that we got. I always talk with Miguel. I've been friends with Miguel since 6th grade. Since the 6th grade PE. I've been friends with Miguel since the 6th grade PE. I met him at 6th grade. I don't know what day, but when we met, became great friends. He always gave me high fives. We used to hang out a lot together, and he used to play some games like battle ball with me. He played catch with me a lot and stuff like that. Miguel, I'm gonna miss you, bro. Let's get to Keelan. He is something else. Keelan, you're funny. You're really funny. He always liked to tell jokes a lot, and he likes to joke around a lot. Yeah, he told us some stories from time to time, but he's a good friend. I'm gonna miss him too. Now let's get to one of maybe the best friendships I've had all year. Yeah, Miguel, Evan, Carrie, Nevaeh, Christian, Michael, Ronald. But one of the best friendships I maybe had this school year was with Ariana. Yes, with Ariana. And let me just tell you how our friendship began. This is long, long, long story. Um, me and her friendship began maybe it was when the pacer test. We had like to run from a bleachers set to the other bleacher set, and that's when I met her. We became great friends. She always told me, hey, gave me high fives. And let me tell you, that made my day when she came to give me high fives every day. And also, we got to play some games together. What you doing, Babuski? I'm making that video. Huh? I'm making that video.
Making what video?
Of telling her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
You might have to start over.
It's just too in the video now. So, yeah, Ariana, she was like maybe one of the best friends I had. We used to talk to each other all the time, all the time. And let me tell you something. We talked a lot of Spanish to each other. Well, I say a lot, but maybe. I did get kind of nervous at first. Yes, I did. I would admit, I did get very, very nervous. So, but as we, got closer friends and stuff like that, I kind of showed up. But, yeah, I'll be honest, she was pretty cute. I know y'all knew that. That's what I'm about to say. She was cute. And rumor has it, no, not rumor has it. Yeah, rumor has it. I have the largest crush on Ariana. And Ariana, if you're watching this film, I've always wanted to tell you that, but I didn't have the courage. Or I had the courage, but I didn't want to ask you in a gym full of 40 plus kids. And yeah, so another thing. She always used to play catch with me outside. Maybe once or twice, 3 times. Don't matter. But the bottom line is, we became good friends. Always will stay good friends. And the friendship will always be in my heart. Now I'll talk about some of the teachers from my class. Great teachers. Great teachers. Um, let's start with Miss. Let's start with the 6th grade teachers, Miss Marshan. She was great. She taught me everything that I needed to know. She taught me everything I needed to know. She taught me about all kinds of different stuff. And she taught me about math, science, social studies, ELA, math, you name it. And then Miss King took over the science and social studies role. And then there was Miss Vanessa. She was always nice. Always, always, always nice. She used to help us out in any way we can. Miss Carrie, she was nice too. Hilarious and bossy. She was kind of bossy. I ain't gonna admit it. She was kind of bossy, and I bet she could admit it too. We had Miss Cecil. She was nice too. She was. Her and Miss Michelle are like the top bathroom takers in the school for me. Here, let's go to. Let's see, who else do we have to compliment? I got Miss Vanessa, Miss Cecil, Miss Michelle, who am I missing? Miss Michelle, Miss Cecil, Miss Marchand, Miss Vanessa, Miss Kyra, Miss King. And these were the last 3 teachers, like in 6th grade. I think that was everything. Now, switched up a little bit. This year we had Miss King, Miss D, Miss Michelle, Miss Cecil, Miss Daigle. And Miss Daigle, she was kind of better almost than Miss Marchand. She was kind of almost better than her. I like, some of the worksheets were kind of hard and stuff, but she was a good teacher. We have Mr. Moser. I'm not gonna tell you too much about him because they all know what happened to him, but I will tell you, he was a nice dude, but I ain't gonna tell you why he got fired. No, that's confidential information. We're gonna go to Miss D. Oh, really, really, really nice. She was super, super nice. We got Stephanie. Very, very sassy. Very, very sassy indeed. She was nice, but she was sassy. And we also had Miss Tiffany, Miss D, Miss Cecil, Miss Michelle. Miss Matheny was a jokester. Miss Matheny was a jokester. She was a jokester. She was always nice. Bossy too, but nice. Oh, I'm forgetting about Nolan. I can't forget about Nolan. Nolan is the sweetest thing ever. Yeah, he's got some temper tantrums and here and there, but he's a good friend. Like, come on now, man. So, let's go into some of the friendships we had in PE a little bit. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about I've always it would get red when I would see her. Like, come on now. I would get red and stuff like that. What are they doing? Anyways, the coaches, teachers, best friends, besties, coaches, teachers, parents, everything was nice and cool. So, to Ariana, Miguel, Chandler. Oh, no, Chandler. He was the he was maybe the oldest of the group. Maybe he had like the deepest voice that I could ever imagine, and he would always kind of tell me, "Hey, high fives and stuff like that." We would run into each other in the hallway sometimes, in the lunchroom, all that. So I gotta go do some stuff right now. Coach Jack, if some of you guys are watching this, Coach Silk, if you're watching this, send this video to Coach Jackson, Coach LeBlanc, your Coach Jackson, Coach Brady, Mr. Rice, definitely. Oh, Mr. Will, God dog it, I knew I was missing somebody. Mr. Will, he was the best band teacher I could ever ask for my entire life. Mr. Will, oh man, I can tell you one thing. You always helped me out in that band room. And you always taught me my music. You always helped me with my adjustments to my stick heights and everything I need to know about music. And let me just tell you something. When I get in college, I'm gonna study to be a band director and a percussionist to be the best director and the best drum player I can be. So guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to 2 mil. Bye bye. Oh, and before I forget, if there are some teachers receiving this, send it to the other teachers. And if they have Coach Jackson or anybody else contact, send it to them and get on this, read it. Oh, bye bye, guys. Have a good night. Love all y'all. All my friends, teachers, everybody.